Good evening, Mr. Charles.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, can
Okay.
you just let me know if you can hear me? Okay,
Good
I
evening,
can.
sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay, good evening.
Yes, good evening. We can hear you.
Good
Yeah, good
evening,
evening.
sir.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
Ma.
sir.
Good evening, Ma. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. As Mr. Smart has rightly said, I want to use this opportunity again to welcome each and every one of us to this mind-blowing training. This is an exceptional training. It's one of its kind that you can actually see out there, because I truly believe that is a life-changing training. Because I'll be in a few minutes I'll be exposing and I'll be sharing a lot of secrets with us that will help us in the line of this farming business. Before I proceed, I would like to let us to understand that farming is the next oil money in Nigeria and Africa to say. As of today, if you're still thinking that is farming what all the investment and all, I can categorically tell you and confidently tell you that farming worth it. Mostly when you do farmings that are not capital intensive, but the returns on them are highly massive. One of these kind of farmings is mushroom farming, and which is the major thing that we want to discuss all through this training section. So we are Royals Integrated Limited, and by special grace of God, I'm the CEO and the founder of Royals Integrated Limited. And because all, you are going to know more about us. But before we proceed, I know a lot of people will be wondering who we are and all like that. But if you have I know we all have a smartphone and all like that, you can go online and search for Royals Integrated Limited, royalsintegrated.com.ng. You're going to see, let me share my screen with you on that. So you can see when you go in phone, you can just type www.royalsintegrated.com.ng. You're going to see us. You're going to see everything we do. Everything we do, we have different things we do. We have products we sell, products like mushrooms, we sell products like spawns, we sell products like fresh mushroom, dry mushrooms, we sell the oyster, we sell the ganudama, and so on and so forth. And also we have training section too. And also you can see in here we have partnership deals with our farmers. Like now, when you farm, you are not meant to look for markets. In here, you can actually sell your products to us. So we are partnering with every and anyone that is involved in this training section with us. So we are going to be partnering with you. And also, you can actually reach us along the line too on this call and all. So you can contact us. You want to know more about us, you can just come in here, the About page. You get to see more about us here. You can see in here. So this is how it looks like. You can see what we do here. You can see everything. Just take your time to read more about us on this page. Thank you. So let's proceed for what we have for the day. So please, I need someone to actually meet this person. Someone should meet this person. Co-host to meet this person. So thank you for doing that. So let's proceed. Before I actually go on, I would like us to listen to one of our visitors, who is our partners from partnering person from UK that visited us. That was early this year, around 3 to 4 months ago. So we have a partnership deals with this man. He's actually the director for microbiotech in the United Kingdom. So you can just see what this man is saying about us and everything you get to know. Please listen attentively so you can actually hear whatever thing he has to say. Please, most of our customers don't actually go for this, so we decided to reduce the quantity. This is about 250 grams. Yes.
Okay. So if you are going to sell me, this is how much?
This is 7,500.
7,500. What's the weight of it?
2,500.
250 grams.
Okay. So you have that number?
Yes. But not on this, but on a smaller package.
Okay. And you don't have the smaller one?
No, we don't have the smaller package.
Okay, you are just doing
this is as packing on packaging. Thank you. This is one of our partnering company in the UK that we supply our products to. So by the special grace of God, so that is why we need you people on board too. So you see, this is one of our trainees. You can just listen attentively to hear what he has to say about after going through our training, what he actually experienced and all.
Okay, it's been very, very wonderful, partaking of this training of the food, contribution, and I must say that I didn't expect this extent of information and interaction. And before I came, I was already doing some, search online, Facebook, YouTube, trying to go through and see what it's all about. And I tell you, when I came, I was wowed because the information I got here and the simplicity with which it was delivered, made me full of knowledge that I am going to explore. So I'm looking forward to entering this business and partnering with our hospitals to take this business into another level. So I want to say thank you so much for this wonderful, privilege and opportunity, and continue what you are. Don't change, because I tell you, you're going places. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You can actually hear about that. This is someone that actually attended our physical training. So let me look at someone that actually attended our online training. So you should not be biased. So we should see what you would actually get benefit from the online training and also what you benefit from the physical training. So look at Hello everyone. I remain Okitoki Charles, the CEO of Rias Integrated Limited. As you can all see, I'm here on the highland with Dr. Mrs. Anna Hapan. You can see here we just started some inoculation, and now we have some inoculated bags in here, about 100+ bags which we've done yesterday. We've done the inoculation, we've done the sterilization, we've done the bagging. I'll be showing you around, but before that, I would like Dr. Mrs. Anna Hapan to tell us how our experience and motivations and inspirations about mushroom farming. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, my great mentor, and I'm glad that you are here. I was very happy when I saw your advert on the Facebook, and I'm like, can people really farm mushroom? So I'm like, I want to know more, and I had to register on that farm, on that online training. And I'm proud and glad to say to you people, all of you looking at me now, that through his mentorship, I now have a farm. Woo! You can see my farm, all decorated. More are coming. This is just the beginning. I want to appreciate this young man, because while I was on training, I was always asking him a lot of questions, and if he doesn't answer me, I will call, Charles, you are not answering my question. But today, this is the result. I put my mind in it. I was ready to learn. Why do I want to do mushroom?
Thank you so much. So we will not take long time so that we can execute whatever thing we want to do here today. I just had to play these few videos for us to actually create a foundation for us, to prepare our mind for what we are going to be learning today. So if you have your notes, you have a jotter, you have a pen, just bring them out, because we want to dive into what we have for tonight. So now, as you see here, I welcome you again once again, because I'll be using this slide so we can actually communicate better. I welcome you once again to Rias Integrated Limited Mushroom Farms. One, you should know that we are a registered company here in Nigeria, and we are licensed to function across the 36 states in Nigeria. Also know that our products are NAFDAC approved. So each of our products are NAFDAC approved. So have that at the back of your mind. So everything we are going to be giving you at the course of this training is according to the analysis and according to the approval of NAFDAC verification. And certification. So let's proceed. You can see in here, this is some of our students that actually came for the physical training. We have various people coming from far away across the 36 states in Nigeria. We have people from Abuja. We have people from Kogi State. We have people from Enugu, Delta State, Ibadan. A lot of them like that. So I'll not say distance is a barrier for us. So in this training, this is a complete practical training. Like I mean, it's like complete practical training. Outside many practical training, there's also a business attachment to this training, whereby after understanding how to farm, you know how to sell down to your buyers directly. And we are your right buyers. We will buy your products from you as long as you are willing to farm the product. So you do not need any prior farming experience, because all you just know is all you just need to do is to follow our step-by-step lay down structured plans, and everything you are going to be doing will be 100% accurate, as long as you are doing everything we've given to you step by step. So we are going to get this business successfully. So now I'm Obitoke Charles Osiwe, and I'm the CEO once again of Reyes Integrated Limited. So you can see this is these are office here in Lagos. So you can actually visit us in our office. I'll be sharing the address with you very soon. So you can see this is our company license, these are certification, these are SCOM certification, and these are CAC certifications. So you can see all that we are fully licensed to actually function here in Nigeria. So now our business address is in number 8 Jason Osheun Street, Mao Junction, Abo, Kola Bus Stop, Lagos State. So we are in Lagos State, and as I said earlier, distance is not a barrier. So you can actually join our training, our practical training, anytime or anywhere you are. So now let's dive in here completely. So we have mushroom farming business. So in this training, we are going to be discovering the secret of mushroom farming business. So you will learn how you can make within 250 to 600,000 naira monthly from farming mushrooms from home. Please also note that we have other countries here with us, other citizens amidst us. We have Ghanaians, and also I believe we have Cameroonians amidst us. So for that, you can just convert the currency, convert the rate to your local currency rate, so you can know how much you're going to be making within a month. And also, you will learn how you can become a successful mushroom farmer with zero knowledge of farming. So in here, you can see this is one of our mini showroom here in Lagos. So now you can see why mushroom farming business. Let's speak about this. Why do you think you need to dive into mushroom farming business as of today in 2026? Okay, number one reason is you can farm mushroom from the comfort of your home, which protects you from insecurity, fraudulent management, and unnecessary transportation costs. We can all agree with me that the insecurity in the country is quite alarming these days, and farmers are scared in going into farming. And if you have the privilege to have land and all like that, you can see you're even scared of going into your land to farm. So because of that, we have to come up with different methods and strategy in which you have to do this. So mushroom farming does not even need you to go to land to get a land to start farming. All you just need is a space in your home, like just a room or a little space in your home to start your own farming cultivation. So, and also management is not any risk in here. You can actually manage your farm 100% successfully, because each of your bags has a specific amount of fruit of mushrooms they need to fruit for you per day. So you know exactly the amount of fruit you'll be getting from each bag. So let's dive. So we have mushroom have low startup and running costs, because all material needed are either free or cheap, and also easy to find around us. So because of this, you can actually get you can earn up to 300% ROI, that's return on investment on this business. I know you will be quite, you might disagree with me, but let me explain this statement to you. The materials we use in our cultivations, they are waste to some people. So, like now, materials like sawdust, materials like rice bran, materials like calcium carbonate, all these are actually waste to some people. But this is what we use in cultivating our mushrooms. You all know that sawdust at the sawmill, you actually get that almost free. When you go for rice bran, you go at the milling, rice milling factories, they are waste there. You get them almost free. And also calcium carbonate, a bag is, the rate for that is quite not even outrageous. So you can get that at a minimum price. Okay, that is why I can actually tell you that you can get a 300% ROI on this investment because the stuff you are buying, they are not even expensive. So now we have mushrooms have a short cycle of production. We have the 2 weeks for the copper, 6 weeks for the grower. So you can actually start generating steady cash flow from your business. So let me explain the set of mushroom farmers that are called coppers and the growers. So the coppers are the mushroom farmers that do not grow mushroom from the scratch. All they do is they buy the fruiting bags and keep in their farm. They start watering them, and after 2 weeks, they start fruiting for them. So when you talk about the growers, they are this set of farmers that actually start all the cultivation process from the scratch, like from the start. And this is what we are going to be teaching you in this training. So in our practical training per se. So there are a lot of things a lot of people don't know about mushroom, which I'll be disclosing to us here. Why is mushroom highly in demand in market as of today? Because the demand for mushroom is higher than the supply we have as of today. There's a high demand for mushrooms. People come a long way to buy mushrooms. You see people come from Ibadan, people come from Abeokuta, people come from Abuja to buy mushrooms, from Enugu, name it, just get mushrooms because of these secrets I want to share with you people tonight. So we see mushrooms are a superfood. So they have high market value compared to other common foods because of its many nutrients and benefits to human health. A lot of people don't know that mushrooms actually works for a lot of diseases in human body. Diseases like when we talk about diabetes. How does mushrooms work for diabetes? Because of the high amount of fiber in mushrooms, they work effectively for diabetes. Also, mushrooms work for cancer at early stage. I got to know this when I had my meeting with the special advisor to the ex-president's wife, Ebele Jonathan. So not Buhari, that is the ex president, that is Ebele Jonathan's wife. So when I met with her, because she is the president of Nigeria Cancer Association or something like that. So when I met her, she told me that, okay, fine, do I know that this works for this works for my findings that she have known it. That is why she's actually looking for how to get this in Nigeria, because a lot of the ones she consume and recommend for her clients are brought from China. But she's looking for how she can actually get them here in Nigeria. So you can see now that a lot of people don't actually know this, that these are the reasons why people are actually searching for mushrooms. So again, mushrooms actually work for arthritis. A lot of people don't know about that. It works for arthritis very well. Mushrooms work for IBP, high blood pressure. It works for it perfectly. Mushrooms work for a lot of things that a lot of people don't know. That's where you can see one of our partnering companies here, they actually use mushrooms for to manufacture what are they calling them? All these food spicy, like the curry and the thyme. They use mushrooms in manufacturing them. Good for the health, 100% good for the health. So that is why mushrooms are actually highly sorted for in the market as of today. So also we have mushroom are not seasonal crops, meaning you can actually farm your mushrooms all around the year, keeping your customers happy. So let me explain this. So there are some farming systems that are seasonal. When we talk about cassava now, There's a particular time you need to plant your cassava so you can meet up with the time. When you talk about maize, there's a particular time you need to plant your maize. When you talk about mango, you talk about a lot of them like that. There are only seasons for them. But when it comes about mushrooms, you can plant mushroom any time of the year. We look at the rainy season, you can plant mushrooms in the rainy season. We look at the dry season, you can plant mushroom during the dry season. You look at the harmattan seasons, you can actually plant mushroom at the harmattan seasons. Reason being why mushrooms are not and is not dependent on sunlight. They don't need sunlight to manufacture their food by themselves. They don't have what we call chlorophyll in them, so they can actually survive without sunlight. So now that is why it's 100% cool doing them indoor, because they need a well conducive environment. So that is why we will talk about the humidity of the place where you're going to be using them in our practical class. So which is just the major condition you need to fulfill when you are coming into mushroom farming. So we look at the preservation. Preservation of mushroom is very, very easy compared to other farming byproducts. You can see this is how we dehydrate our mushrooms here. After doing this, we put them inside the dehydrator, use your direct sunlight, any of them. And also, as I was saying earlier, this is the director for microbial tech based in UK. You can see we're having a conversation on how we can actually proceed with whatever thing you want to do. So I can actually tell you that the market demand is higher than the supply. The market demand for mushrooms is higher than the supply. So we see in here under this background, you can see some of our trainees, what they're doing. They are practicalizing all these things all by themselves. They are doing it. When you come to our practical training, you are going to be doing all these things by yourself. Not that we are going to be telling you what you don't understand. We'll be dissecting them and breaking them down for you to the simplest form for you to understand them and for you to be successful in them. So what to expect from our practical training? What do you tend to enjoy from our practical training? So number one, you have full understanding of the 6 stages of mushroom farming. What are the 6 stages of mushroom farming? Number one, we have the mixing of our substrate. What we call substrate is a mixture of 3 supplements: the rice bran, the calcium carbonate, and the sawdust. So these are what we are going to mix together that will make this substrate that this person is going here. This is what we call the substrate in here. So this substrate bag is what we are going to be we are going to mix in at the first stage. So after that, we are going to be doing what we call the bagging them. So when you mix this substrate, let me look for a slide that shows how mixing this substrate looks like. Let me look for one coming. I think if I can find a video, a slide here. Oh, sorry, I can't get a slide here. I think when I see the slide, I'm going to show us. So the slide that shows us the mixing. So this is the bagging. We bagged all this substrate already. So this is how we bag them. And also after this, we go to the pasteurization, what we call pasteurization or what we call sterilization. Any of the two terminologies, you can use that interchangeably. So, and also after that stage, we are going into the inoculation stage. After the inoculation stage, we are going into the ramification stage. After the ramification stage, then we are going into the fruiting stage. Then we start watering the bags. So I've got a lot of questions that how do we water these bags and all like that? It's very, very simple. That is what we are going to be explaining in the practical sections. And it's something that is very easy, not stressful. If you are a 5 or maybe a 8 to 5 worker, you can actually do this. If you are a retiree, you can do this. If you are a graduate, like you're a graduate, an NYSC person, you can actually do this. Any person you are at all, because it's not stressful. So and also you can see we're going to be discovering how you can earn 250,000 to 600,000 naira monthly just from farming mushroom at the comfort of your home. I'll be dissecting how you can earn this 250 at the later on of this discussion. So you can see in here, you will discover how you can actually sell your mushrooms easily to us. Because when I started, I showed you on our platform that you can see our partnership platform whereby you are going to be partnering with us. You are going to be our partner whereby we buy your mushrooms for you from you at the market price. So now you can see we'll be giving you a free our manual, our e-manual for people joining for the online, where we'll be giving you an hard copy manual for the people coming for the free circle training. So this manual is 100% practical. With this manual alone, you can even start your farming business, because the guide in this manual is a top notch. I can guarantee that, because it's a step-by-step guide that is in this manual. So, and also you can see in here, we'll be giving you a practical section, just like what you can see in here. You can see this is the inoculation stage here. We are trying to inoculate these bags. So we are trying to sterilize their hands before they go through the inoculation. So you can see in here, everything here, you're going to be doing it by yourself. And remember, there's something I want to let us know. There's no chemical in this production at all. We are not using any chemical. Everything we are using, they are all natural, 100% natural. Because I know some people will be saying, how can you do this? Are you not adding one thing to another thing to get this? No, everything we are doing here is 100% natural. So we are not adding any chemical to anything at all. So we can see in here, we have our free mentorship and consultation. You can see you're going to be getting your certification, 100% certification, a line certification from us. So you'll be getting that actually certify you to be a certified mushroom farmer. And let me clear this, why you need this certification. Because a lot of people, there are a lot of dangerous mushrooms out there that actually they are dangerous to the human health. So that is why it's very, very, very cool that you have this certification to clarify doubts from people, that you actually go through the training and you are satisfied to actually farm this mushroom at your end. So you can see it. So these are certification process. You're going to be getting that for free. So you're going to be getting free access to our community group, where we are building 150 strong mushroom farmers who will be our partners in 2026. So we need committed people. We need committed individuals that can actually start growing mushrooms as fast as possible as they can and partner with us, and poof, start selling within 1 month, 2 weeks, that is 6 weeks. So now, why should you listen to me? Why do you think you should listen to me? So one, I have over 4 years of business experience. You can see in here, I have over 4 years of business experience. So I've actually been in this business for over 4 years, while actually doing other business before coming into the mushroom farming business per se. So, and also I'm also a data analyst, and also a strategic digital marketer. So I have all these experiences boiled down into this business. That's why I can actually tell you that nobody can actually fail in this business, all by the special grace of God, not by my doings. You get? So not by my doings, but by the special grace of God. As long you actually put everything in process, and every stages that we've taught you, you are putting them in alignment, and you are actually doing the right thing at the right time, you are going to get the right result. So we can actually guarantee you that. So also, I understand if the financial pains going on in the country currently, and not even the country, not Nigeria alone, across Africa. So our major goal is to actually see how we can actually help individuals that are willing. You know, you can actually tell somebody something and the person is not willing to actually go ahead. So we are actually telling individuals that are willing to actually free themselves from these financial pains on how they can actually do that through farming mushrooms. So we are ready to do that, as long as you are willing, commit yourself to it. And also, I've been a consultant in this business for a while. As I've said earlier, I've consulted for a lot of persons, and I can't actually even start counting for. So I've consulted for people in the government sector. I've consulted for private sector, talk about normal individuals and all. So I've consulted for them. So I can actually guarantee you that everything you're going to be doing in here is 100% guarantee. So I want you all to be successful so much whereby you can create a steady cash flow from this business. And I'm willing to support you till you get it right. So I and my team members, we are willing to give you every support needed for you to survive and for you to be successful in this business. So you can hold us accountable and responsible for our words. So in here, I have designed a flexible training system to make this farming business training pleasurable and exciting to you. So I can guarantee you that we have someone of around 77 years come for our training, and that person actually enjoying the training. And also we have somebody around, I think, 22 years, and that lady enjoyed the training too. So we understand how to navigate through the age barriers and how to communicate successfully to every individuals that are ready to go through our training sections. So that is not a problem at all for you. So also the challenges with other farm business compared to mushroom farm business, there is a lot of challenges that other farm business encounters. Farm businesses, like we talk about the poultry, we talk about the animal farming system, we talk about the crop farming system. A lot of them like that. We look at the cassava, we look at the maize, and so on and so forth. There are a lot of challenges that they are going through that we as a mushroom farmer, we do not experience. So I'll be listing them out to us now for you to take note. So number one is land. Land is needed for other farming system, but for we do not need land because we do not need the soil to plant. We do not need the soil to plant our crops. All we need is our substrate. Our substrate is our own soil that we plant in. So you do not need land. So long maturity period. You cannot bear me witness when it talks about cassava, it takes about, you see, 6 months, talk about 8 months, 10 months, 12 months, thereabout, depending on the kind of cassava you want to plant. You talk about maize, it's about 3 months. And there's one that people actually compare, that is cucumber. Yes, cucumber is 6 weeks, but no doubt about that. But let me tell you the disadvantages about that. The is actually capital intensive, and also secondly, you need a standby water irrigation for cucumber. But when it comes to mushrooms, you do not need to go through all those stress. So also we have high competition. In other farming, a lot of people actually know this and know this farming system. When you talk about poultry, a lot of people know poultry beds. They know there's seasons for this and that. But when it comes to mushrooms, the competition in mushrooms is minimal because one, the supply is lower than the demand. The supply is 100% lower than the demand. So you can actually dive into this market at the early stage as of now. So we have high running cost and management practice. You see, to buy some other things in other farming system, you need a huge amount of money to actually start that and all. But when it comes to mushrooms, no, you don't need all that. Just a little capital. I can categorically tell you and confidently tell you that with a sum of 80 to 100, 150, you can start your mushroom farming depending on the size, the scale you want to start off. So we have preservation problem. As I've said that earlier, you know, when some perishable, because mushrooms are perishable products, which you can actually preserve. You can actually dehydrate them or through the electrical method, or you use the direct sunlight method. So also tedious land preparation process. You do not need any land to clear. You do not need any land to burn. You do not need any land to start boiling out the soil before you can actually put in your crops. So already spoke about the seasonal farming period. Mushrooms are not seasonal. You can actually farm mushrooms at any point of the year. So let's speak about the market for mushrooms. And I believe, as with the little I've actually said, I believe a few of us can actually know the kinds of people that actually need these mushrooms. They are not just how am I going to put it? I think in one of our trainings, somebody said something. I think a woman said before, before in the 90s, that the poorest of the poorest are people that consume mushrooms. And that actually caught me. And I was laughing. I was like, wow, is that possible? He said, yes. He said, in the 90s, the poorest of the poorest in the village actually consume. If the poor man sees somebody eating mushrooms, he will say, this person is quite poor. So, but now, reverse is the case, because the rich now are actually sourcing for these mushrooms. Because why? They've seen the health benefits of these mushrooms. So you can see in here, we, Royals Integrated Limited, as an organization, we are willing and ready to buy any amount of kg of mushrooms you have. We are willing to buy them from you. So do not cause for alarm. Any amount you have, we are willing to buy them. So as I've said earlier, you see, I said the diabetes patient, cancer. A lot of people don't know that baby manufacturing and baby food manufacturing companies actually, they look for mushrooms very well. Let me explain that to us. What mushroom does for in these babies' body is what? It boosts their memory. There's a growth it actually does to the brain of an infant. It actually helps the growth effectively. You can see this is how the mushrooms actually grow from the bags. This is how they grow from the bags. All these bags are fully ramified and they are fruiting bags like this. So they are fruiting already. You can see this is an oyster gray mushrooms. This is an oyster gray mushrooms. So we're going to be talking about all this set of mushrooms. Okay, fine. In this training, I think, let me explain this. We're going to be talking about 4 kinds of mushrooms in this training. We're going to be talking about this Ganoderma. This Ganoderma, this is a mushroom. This is a Ganoderma. It's medicinal. It's not edible. It's medicinal. And it's one of the most expensive mushrooms you can find on the planet Earth as of today. So we look at these. This is the oyster white. This is the oyster white. This is the oyster gray, and we have the Mickey too. We are going to be talking about these 4 kinds of mushrooms: the oyster white, the oyster gray, the Ganoderma, and the Mickey mushrooms. These are the set of mushrooms we are going to be discussing about in our practical class. We will be going through. Okay, after that's been said, we look at this material needed for this training. I've said that a number of times. So we can see we need sawdust. This is our sawdust. We all know what sawdust looks like. We need rice bran, and I believe we all know what rice bran looks like. The shell from rice. Like when you farm rice, the rice has a shell. So we have to peel off the shell. We have shell layer 1. We have shell layer 2. Shell layer 1 is called the rice shaft or ox. The shell layer 2 is what we call the rice bran. That is what we need for our cultivation. So, and where can we get that? We can actually get that at where they sell animal feeds. Animal feeds, not poultry feeds now, animal feeds. Now, or where they sell, where rice is being milled, like a rice milling factory. And also we have the calcium carbonate. This is equivalent to limestone that is being blended together and all. So now, this can actually be gotten at where they sell paint materials or POP materials. So these actually help us in our production very well. So also we have other materials like this ice block nylon. We have the spawn. Mushroom has a seed. So the seed is called spawn. So this spawn is what we use in our cultivation. So we need the spawn too. We need tissue paper, we need knife, we need spoon, and so on and so forth. So the materials that we are making mention here are something that we have around us already. So they are not something they're going to be sourcing out for. So also we have how much can we make from this business. I've been saying you can make 250,000, you can make this thing. So how possible is this? How possible can you make this? So let me explain how you can actually get this done rightly. So each of those bags that I showed us, not quite long, this bag that is fruiting in here, this bag that you see in here is 1.5 kg. Each of these bags are 1.5 kg. So now each of these bags having about 200 of those bags in your farm. One of them will fruit for you 500 grams per day. And the catching part of this is that these bags do not fruit for you once, then you dispose them. No, they can actually fruit for you for like 10 times before you discard them. So it's quite interesting. So when you harvest from that bag on the first day, you can harvest from there again after 3 to 5 days. Again, you can harvest again for after 3 to 5 days. So you can harvest about 10 times from the bag. So imagine having that. So from this calculation, that's why I said you can actually manage your bag successfully. So each of those bags will give you 500 grams. So 500 grams multiplied by 200, you'll be having how much? That is about 100 kg of mushrooms. So now, if you're selling 1 kg of this mushroom for 3,000 naira, so now 3,000 multiplied by 100, you're having 300,000 naira for your fresh mushrooms. So now you can see it's very easy for you to actually make these calculations. And secondly, you have 1 kg of dry mushrooms to be 14,000 naira, and you're having 100 kg of this. When you do this calculation here, you'll be having 168,000 naira because you are selling 1 kg for 14,000 naira. So why this is minimal to this point is because a 8 kg to 10 kg of fresh mushrooms will give you 1 kg of dry mushrooms. So I believe you understand that a 8 kg to 10 kg of dry mushrooms, of fresh mushrooms, will give you 1 kg of dry mushrooms. So that is why you have this 168,000 naira here. And let me tell you the gospel truth that you are not losing from this either. Selling from either the fresh or the dry, you are not making any loss. Just that you're going to make more when you are selling for fresh, as fresh. So now for our practical training, we have a lot of people that will be willing to join our practical training. So our actual price for practical training is 50,000 naira for online and 120,000 naira for physical. But we are giving out a discount for everyone that will be joining our training in the next 48 hours for a discounted price. So now the discounted price, so for this is for Ghanaians, people that will be willing to join from them, that is Ghanaians and installers. This is the price. This is for the normal price. The actual price is around 410 Ghana cedis, and that is for the online. While for the physical is 985 Ghana cedis. But we are giving out discounts thanks to the management. So we are giving a discount of 30,000 naira for the online. So we are meant to pay 20,000 naira for the online training. And also for the physical, we are giving a huge discount, man. Like, this is massive. They are meant to pay 40,000 naira for the physical training. And all this training is not just your normal training. So you're going to be getting a lifetime mentorship. You're going to be getting a license certification. And also for people coming for the physical classes, you're going to be getting 3 substrate bags. So I said earlier, this is how the substrate looks like when we mix them, and now we are bagging them. You can see it here like this. We mixed them already. Now we are bagging them. So this is how it looks like. So we are going to be getting 3 of these bags, inoculated bags, for people that will be coming for the physical training. So there's no cause for you to panic because you're going to enjoy it. Like, I can tell you that categorically, and you're going to make your full money from it. So also, you can see for the Ghana people, we are giving for 170 Ghana cedis for the online, while 340 Ghana cedis for the physical. So massive, I can tell you that. So now I would like us to know for the next 48 hours, this discount will be up. After the next 48 hours, I don't know what the coordinator is going to say about that. The community manager or the CEO will be saying about this discount. So, but for the next 48 hours, I can tell you about the discounts being active. So we only have 20 people for the physical class because our facility for the physical class is very, very, very small. So we do not need to inconvenience anybody so that everybody are actually enjoying the training at large. For the online, we are looking at 20 persons. Also, reason being, but more can actually join. But reason being, we are looking at 20 persons is because we should have an effective mentorship for each batch, because we are looking for everybody to enjoy their money to the core, not just even enjoying them, to be successful in it to the core. And because of this training is the payment is the seat reservation is based on first come first serve. So we are not actually retaining any seat for anyone. So we are not retaining any seat for anyone, and you're going to come and say, okay, fine, let me retain this seat, I'm going to pay so then. We are not doing that. So for the payment for the Nigerian people, this is the account payment, the company account you're going to be pasting your paying into for the Nigerian people. While for the Ghanaian people, you are meant to pay into this Momo account. So this is the Momo account. And also we'll be sharing other accounts in the group too for the other countries we have. So we appreciate us for your time, because I've come to the end of this tonight's presentation. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for your patience. Thank you for your commitment. And I really appreciate you all. May God bless us all. I think I'll be handing over to the COO, Mr. Smart, for him to take over again from where I stopped. Thank you so much, Mr. Smart. Please take over.
Okay, Mr. Charles, thank you very much. I want to say a very big thank you once again to everyone that have stayed to this very moment. So if you're actually here, is the truth of the matter is that it's because you have interest, you love mushroom, and you want to see if it is actually something that you can do or not. So a lot of you here, I believe maybe you have seen my face somewhere. We've discussed online, because this face you're looking at is not a very it's off face that is always there online. So, and a lot of people knows that I don't do things that does not profit. Reason is because if you are here, is because you want to make more money. You want to understand farming the more. And a lot of people, like I've said before, have joined maybe mushroom farming online. Maybe someone tutored you, and you're even more confused. And again, you're having challenges of where you're going to be selling this mushroom. So when it comes to this mushroom farming, don't worry, we got you covered. So if you're here, like I said before, it's actually because you have interest in what we are doing here. Now, one thing about mushroom is that a lot of mushroom are not edible. So apart from even making profit on mushroom, it's actually good that you produce the mushroom you're consuming yourself. So that will give you a lot opportunity to know that you are eating a very healthy mushroom and not something that someone picked anywhere. Okay, having said this class, Mr. Charles have said it before, is going to be both online and physical class. Okay, me, I did not ask if anyone can hear me, so I don't know if you can hear me, just give me a sign. I want to know that I'm talking.